Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. My name is Lee Honish. Glad to have you guys all on here. We're actually doing a live broadcast for the first time for what we call our FNR regulars. The FNR regulars are a group of individuals who get right now giving me shit because I didn't put a show out on Sunday. All right, so here's the story on Sunday's show. I did record one with Andrew. It was a tremendous motherfucking show. No doubt about it in my mind. Andrew's track recorded, my track didn't record. Then when I went back to try to fix it, my track recorded and Andrew's track didn't record, at which point I just got frustrated. And so instead of me just being pissed off at the world, especially since the Chargers lost, Javier, we have a couple of the FNR regulars, so I'm going to point this out, Javier. As you well know, my Chargers took a shit for me on Sunday and didn't show up to Foxborough. At that point, after spending literally a couple of hours, I gave up on trying to do the audio and said, fuck it. Andrew didn't press me on it. Normally when Andrew presses me on it, we do record shows. Sometimes stuff happens. So what I did is I got you guys a copy of the press conference. I kind of kept you guys up to date on the events that were going on. So there's your report. You can join us, okay? You're probably watching this on video. If you are, hey, just type in fightnetradio.com and it will take you to that page right there. That's our FightNet Radio page on Facebook. Why do we do Facebook? Well, for a simple reason, it's an SEO thing, and it was easy for everybody to find it. When you get on the front page, if you click on Learn More, guess what? It's going to open up and put you on Spotify.
I'm looking at your page.
Yes, Andrew.
Lee, I'm over
that, right?
Hey, Lee, I'm fucking quiet over here because I'm like, why can't I close all these fucking pages? I'm over here clicking on this. Come on, man.
Okay, so I incorporated a little bit of my day life today to use GoToWebinar to record the show and actually have a few of the FNR regulars on and ask questions and give us their input on the fight for Saturday. And Andrew has never been on GoToWebinar, so it's been a steep learning curve for the first 5 minutes of this show. So when you type in fightnetradio.com, all you got to do, fightnetradio.com, right? Even if you don't get the .com, look right at the top of the page. You guys are learning something about marketing as well.
Wow.
Type in Fight Net Radio. It's going to come up on Facebook, line 1 of the search. Guess what? It's going to take you right to our page on Facebook. How simple is that? Can't make it any easier for you people. You can interact with me and Andrew. In fact, we do group chats for the fight, which are coming up. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Get everybody fired up about it. Right here, we have a big ass group chat that we have, right? And we've been talking actually today because there's a couple of fights going on tonight. If you click on the Learn More button, it'll take you to Spotify. Can't beat Spotify. I can't track you listening on Spotify, but it works on everybody's platform. And last but not least, this show is sponsored, Andrew, by Teixeira Garcia Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. They have a 6-week trial for teens, adults, kids, ages 4+. 6 weeks, $45. They're in Covina, 626-915-4200. Why? Number one, it's where I train, so I'm giving them a big nod. Number two, I was supposed to be at 5:30 training, and as you can tell, it's 5:41. So I basically said, I'm going to be there, and I'm not going to be there, Andrew. As always, I am joined by, wait, you guys should see what Andrew looks like. You can follow Andrew on social media.
Oh, man, here you go.
This is the best part, right? You can follow Andrew on social media. Just type in all one word, Andrew Lapachet. This is the guy on the other end of the line. He is a writer. He is a person who loves the boxing game. His name is Andrew Lapachet of Premier Round Magazine. More importantly, he is the other voice that I have been doing the show with for, oh my God, 10 years, 11 years, whatever the hell it is at this point, Andrew. It's a lot of years, dude.
It's
a lot of years. How are you today, Andrew?
Very good, Lee.
Are you easing into this whole process?
Yeah, I'm just checking out what you're doing here.
I'm just trying to make a video for the first time as well. I am joined also in the chat room by Kelly King and Javier Gerardo. They are two of the FNR regulars. So if you hear me dropping in questions from them, So be it. First and foremost, Andrew, have you enjoyed the hype this week of the fight?
Definitely want to see Pacquiao stop Adrian Broner on Saturday night. Don't know if it'll happen, but yeah, I thought Adrian went way overboard this week. He's trying. He's doing what you always talk about, the race baiting, right? I mean, come on. He went heavy with that on the final press conference. He's mad at Al Bernstein. Don't know why. Everybody's saying Adrian Broner's going to lose this fight. Not just Al Bernstein. I've seen this throughout the whole boxing world. What are you doing, Lee? I got to take that down.
I'm putting on pictures of the press conference, bro.
You're going to distract me. So, no, he goes after Al Bernstein. I have no idea why. He could have went after anybody right now in the boxing world because I don't see too many people that's not a fan saying he's going to win this fight. The comment that he put out there, I'd rather Stephen A. Smith or Roy Jones interview me. No need to say that. Thought that was racist as hell. Nobody else could go up there and say that without sounding racist. I don't know why Adrian Broner gets away with it. No, I just, they said he's making over $5 million. I'm happy for that. Hopefully he fights his ass off because if Al Heyman is really paying him over $5 million for this fight, man, what a deal! Because I don't see anything or hear anything about this fight tomorrow night going on. In Las Vegas is dead. I seen on hey Lee, you want to do a ticket check up on the tickets because I heard they're getting 75% off.
Let's do it right now. So that's going to be the MGM Grand. Here's a big nod for them to sell tickets. Go to the MGM.com, MGMGrand.com. By the way, this is what it looks like on Sunday, too, when I do it. I don't know.
Did you hear him say he has a sauteed German Shepherd and some cats for Pacquiao to eat?
Yeah, look, I get what he's doing, and we'll talk about we're going to cover the Twitter activity here in a minute because all the guys are out there, right? All the writers are out there, and I'm just kind of blown away by how far Broner is going to sell this fight, and I'll give my feedback on this directly shortly. But man, I'm telling you, he looks. This whole thing's ridiculous. I get it now, right? I get the whole thing right now. Right now, this is Oscar De La Hoya versus Bernard Hopkins in my mind. This is just a big-ass hyped event where guys are getting paychecks. And we, the general public, are about to get screwed on this. So it's access.com for the tickets. Should have known that. I don't see any discount, Andrew. Cheapest seats are still $200 a piece, and that's going to put you up here in the corner, which is pretty jacked up. But what's a P1 get me right now? Yeah. I mean...
Yeah, I should send you that link. Do I have my phone? Hold on.
This is pretty ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see what StubHub says. Because that's about the other way for people to drop tickets. Pacquiao. For any of you wondering how to spell Manny's name on the fly. Do you always have a problem spelling Pacquiao's name?
No. Used to. Took a while to learn it.
Yeah, I've got it pretty much now. Okay, here's the thing. You can go to the fight. You don't have to pay full price. So $200 seats are now going for definitely less than what they were before, Andrew.
Yeah, I seen that. I told you. I looked it up today.
These are people dumping their seats right now. These are ticket brokers dumping their seats. And there's definitely a price reduction. Let's see what the best value is right now. $300 is going to get me into the lower bowl, and that's... You want me to go back and tell you what that costs?
I don't know if this is real, but at goodseattickets.com, It says 75% off Manny Pacquiao tickets.
Yeah, right here, 1 to 15 seats. This is a ticket broker right here, right? $339 for the lower bowl, dude. That means these ticket brokers aren't selling seats.
They ain't selling shit, bro.
Dude, $339 as compared to, wait, let's do a price analysis, shall we? So that would be right here. That's a $750 seat. No, it's a $500 seat. So I can get a $300 seat instead of $500. Yeah, it's 75%.
And you're right on
off,
and you're right above. You're on the floor. You know, you're not on the floor like where the viewing is.
Post. I've always said ring posts are good values.
But you're there. You're right there. I mean,
yeah. That's where I saw Pacquiao versus. That's where I saw De La Hoya versus Bernard Hopkins. I was literally sitting either right here or right one of these two spots when he was sitting on the ring going, "Gosh, I can't believe he got me. It hurt so much I couldn't get up. Ay.
Just gonna pound the floor.
That was racist.
That is not racist. That is how he talks.
Javier, was that racist shit? I actually have somebody who's really Mexican following this. Was that racist shit?
Oh, what does that mean? What the fuck?
Dude, you're a Muttley. You're a Muttley. Am I fired up enough for the regulars here?
Yeah.
You guys want to hear the dirtiest joke I've ever heard? I've had coffee. I've clearly had coffee after a nap, Andrew. I learned the world's dirtiest joke ever. This show is actually pretty clean right now. It's going to get a lot of views. We got video and all kinds of shit going on, Andrew. I am torn. I might save till Sunday the dirtiest joke I know. It was just told to me, and it's literally the dirtiest joke I've ever heard. Are you debating whether or not you want to hear it, Andrew?
Go ahead. I didn't know you were going to say it anyway.
All right, I'm going to do it. And it's really just for Kelly King and Javier because you're not co-signing on it, and they're not co-signing either. So if the kids are present or you're watching this, I'm warning you right now, this is straight up X-rated shit. All right, warning aside. So, Andrew, I was going down on my grandmother the other day.
No.
Wait, that's not the dirty part of the joke. And I was thinking to myself, hey, this tastes like horse cum. Wait, that's not the dirty part of the joke. You know what my first thought was? That's probably what killed her. Take it in, boys. Take it all.
That happened. Yep, that happened.
We're going to be retelling that one on Monday. You know you guys all are.
There was a guy that did that, and he died. Yep. They said it on the radio.
Wait, let me qualify this with Kelly King and Javier. Was that the dirtiest joke you guys have ever heard? Did it qualify? Did it at least make you laugh? All right, if it didn't make you laugh and you were offended, then you probably shouldn't listen to this show anyway. That's really not the worst things I have ever said.
Andrew.
Oh shit! Yeah, Bob.
Andrew.
What?
I got a fight card tonight.
Yeah.
Are you watching it?
Probably, yes, sir.
Are you?
Right after you tell us about it, who's fighting?
Woo!
Ay. Doesn't
Floyd
had fights tonight or tomorrow?
It's
tonight.
Or not tomorrow. It's on ESPN
Tonight.
Plus right now. They've already actually started the card. Like they've got the Indian Hammer or the Iranian Hammer was their first. I can't even make this shit up, Andrew.
You should have told me. We would have put it on. We would have watched it and did the damn thing.
No, we're not going to do the damn thing. I mean, I might go back and watch it if I find out it was a decent card. We're here for one reason, kids. We're here for one reason. We're here to talk about Pacquiao Broner. So let's start with the press conference on Wednesday, Andrew. That was a weird lead-in. Let's talk about what happened. So I don't know the politically correct term, so I'm going to start with the end of the fight before I talk about the actual press conference. What the hell is up with Broner calling Bernstein the N-word? And I know that I have somebody black in our waiting room who can officially explain to me what he did and what he didn't do, because that tremendously white guy, I am treading on dangerous ground here.
No, I know, but you shouldn't be, because he didn't use the ER, he used an A. So that's like that term is used in a way that's your boy.
Is it still
right?
the N? Okay, well, this question to Kelly King, which he wrote, that shit was funny. No, here's my question. Is it still the N word when you drop an A instead of the ER?
Nope.
Really?
Told you. What did he say? What did he say?
Calling a white dude that? I don't know.
What did he say?
He's not his bro, dude. He's not his bro. He's not calling him out like he was a bro. Kelly King's not typing. He's probably out of the conversation already. This is strong coffee. ER will get you beat up from Kelly King. Well, yeah, I agree. I just don't know where that came from. Okay, did Al Bernstein say something on Twitter that I just completely missed? I mean, he's I can't even repeat that sentence, Kelly King. If Andrew wants to drop that.
No, the racist thing of that statement was when he said, I would rather get asked questions by Stephen A. Smith or Roy Jones Jr.
Right.
What? Why? Why would you say that? You can never have a white dude sit up there and go, oh, no, I'd rather have two white guys interview me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to talk.
That's the point of trying to make this fight relevant. So now he's making it a black-white thing?
I'm just saying, when you say that the N-A word, or however you want to say it, not the ER, it was not the racist part of that statement. The racist part was when he said he didn't want to interview him because he's white. Hello? He didn't, I know he said some things on Twitter, but that part when he said, I'd rather get asked a question by Stephen A. Smith or Roy Jones Jr., I think everyone knows what he's talking about. Like I said, you have a white guy say that, there's going to be people questioning him on why he said two white guys over a black interviewer. I'm sorry. All
right, here's a good point. Okay, Kelly King, last time he talked shit on Leonard Ellerby. Okay, well, Leonard Ellerby isn't a real person.
But that is true. And he was
That's like me talking shit on like a fucking Care Bear. They're not real people. I mean,
no. But he was talking really about Floyd.
Leonard Ellerby, I get a picture of somebody who is not Leonard Ellerby. Has anybody actually seen Leonard Ellerby and Al Heyman together in the same room at the same time?
No, but many people.
By the way, why wasn't Al Heyman? Okay, I get it. Leonard Ellerby is Leonard Ellerby, and I just
he's been around.
I get it. But did anybody see Al Heyman at all? Why wasn't he at press conferences?
He doesn't come out, Lee.
Is he a real person? Okay, here's my theory. You guys ready? Leonard Ellerby and Al Heyman are the same person.
He's either camera shy or not camera friendly. You pick. But that's why he doesn't come out.
Leonard Ellerby is Al Heyman and Al Heyman is Leonard Ellerby. So which one of these two people is the real deal, Andrew? Is Leonard Ellerby really Leonard Ellerby, or is Al Heyman really Al Heyman? I think it's a fair question.
No, it's not. I just want to know what percentage Al Heyman's taking out of Broner's check. I find it hard to believe that Adrian Broner is demanding over $5 million and a percentage of the pay-per-view right now. I find that really hard to believe. He has a loss. He has a draw. In his last two fights, he's never had a big win. When's his last big win? Like, seriously, you got $5 million. $5 million to Adrian Broner. All right, whatever. Someone got ripped off in that deal. Oh, more power to Adrian, but wow. Top Rank's laughing. Somebody has to be losing their ass tomorrow night. How much did they give Manny Pacquiao? I hope the pay-per-view is doing big, but Lee, I don't hear anyone talking about it. I'm dead serious. I haven't had one person call me about this fight. Have you watched a pay-per-view commercial? It's kind of a joke.
Is there a pay-per-view? I mean, I've watched the ones they've been running during football.
Yeah, it seems cheesy as fuck, and Adrian Broner has, no highlights. It's like him just talking shit.
Well, and that Adrian Broner, by the way, looks like the mugshot Adrian Broner. Have you noticed that the photos they run are the Adrian Broner from... Wait. Have you noticed that, all of his press stuff are the Adrian Broner... Let me see if it comes up on images. His mugshot is phenomenal. This Adrian Broner that you guys see right now in these photos on the screen are old. Like, they're a few days old. Like, this is not even the dude who showed up at the weigh-in. It's not. It's not even the same dude that was at the weigh-in.
Right.
I mean, what I saw at the weigh-in was a human being that didn't even, like, okay, look at these photos. These are earlier in the week and last week, right, Andrew? These are what we expect out of Broner, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So
yes,
then you cut to this weigh-in thing, right? Oh, where's the weigh-in? It's the final press conference. Okay, here's the weigh-ins.
Dude, he's never beaten any. Paul Malignaggi is his last big win.
Where's the dumb stare down? Okay, right here. Look at him. He's not the same person, Andrew. This is bullshit.
He's hella skinny.
This is fucking bullshit.
Well, he is heavy though.
Look
Out
at
of the
him.
ring,
Look at him.
he needs to cut. The beard is just too much.
Dude,
He needs to cut that off.
how did he not shave that off to get a quarter? What did Canelo say? I once got a quarter kilogram for shaving off my goatee.
Look, there's Leonard right there, Lee. That's Leonard Ellerby right there in the middle.
Is it Leonard Ellerby or Al Heyman? You don't know.
Oh my! Yes, I do.
They're the
I've
same
seen Al
person.
Heyman.
I've never seen them together.
Oh my! Well, I've
You
seen
think
Al
I can
Heyman.
Google that shit?
Al Heyman was at Canelo versus Mayweather, dude. He was at the press
All right,
conference.
I'm gonna end this once and for all. Ready?
Al Heyman.
Al Heyman, Leonard Ellerby. Oh shit! I don't see any. You can't see them together in a photo, dude.
Hey, go down. That's pretty good. I don't see any either.
I'm sticking to my story, bro. They're the same fucking guy. You guys all think that I make a joke about this shit.
Hey, look, there's Al Heyman with Pacquiao.
Well, yeah, okay. That's
there.
a cut screen, dude. 2 screens.
I know.
2 photos. Not even real. I don't even see a real Al Heyman. Oh, there's one. There he is, for real.
Yeah.
With Floyd. You know who that is? That's the actor. This is like being Batman, right? So Leonard, this is probably the same fight. So Leonard, who's really Al Heyman, who really runs the BBC, right? But he needed the actor with, I'm telling you, this isn't a conspiracy theory. This is legit.
Well, that's what Bob
It
was
is Leonard
saying.
Heyman. Thank you, Javier Jurado. I'm now just going to refer to them as Leonard Heyman. Anytime, either photo, Leonard Heyman. Because I sure as fuck don't ever see them together. This is legit, dude. This is a Google search. Al Ellerby's not bad either. I agree.
Just do Al Heyman, though. Go down.
They're all Al Heyman. By the way, did you see the report from Bob at his press conference shitting on Leonard Heyman? Whoever Leonard really is. Or, no, he was shitting on Al Heyman, right? He was shitting on Al for being the worst thing ever in boxing.
Yeah.
He did it again this week. Boy, does he. Wait a minute. I'm just getting word in my earpiece.
Fucking cancer is what he is, Andrew. Fucking cancer.
Yes, sir.
They won't fight outside the BBC. That's exactly what I said. You guys can quote it. Fuck those guys.
I think it's getting better. I think the impression's getting better. It's just my impression. All right, let's get back to this, shall we? Enough of the antics. Yes, Kelly King, the Bobfather made the return. I think I'm getting enough New York in it now. It's a little more in the back of my throat. I'm feeling good about it. So, explain what I'm looking at here on the screen, Andrew. Explain this. There's a good shot. Explain this to me. Explain to me Broner dropping weight and getting paid. Make me care.
He didn't drop weight. Lee's a welterweight. The kid's always been a welterweight.
I understand, but he's been fighting at middleweight and looking pretty puffy.
No, he didn't drop weight. He got in shape. The problem is he was so overweight. You think of him like this because you're used to seeing him fat all the time. The problem is, did he train to fight Pacquiao, or did he train to lose weight to fight Pacquiao? That's the problem here. We don't know which one he had to work on more. Was it technique or was it abs? And that's what we're going to find out Saturday really fast, because he's going to have to bring a different Adrian Broner to the ring on Saturday night. Listen, we've all seen the fights. We've all heard him say he's not active enough, and it's just the truth. Right now, Adrian Broner is an underachiever in this sport, and that's probably all Al Bernstein. Matter of fact, Google Bernstein tweets Broner. I'm sure a million people have talked about what he said. Oh, don't worry.
I got a whole section of Pac Broner tweets that we can go through.
Oh,
I'm very excited to go through all that shit.
Yeah, so then
Keith Idic's out there, everybody's out there that we follow and keep an eye on. By the way, let me just say this for the record. Keith Idic, who is a writer for and a member of the Boxing Writers Association of America. Look at these credentials, man, right? Former heavyweight boxer, senior writer, columnist for Boxing Scene, newspaper dude at heart, BWAA VP. He's the vice president of the Boxing Writers Association, Andrew. Look at the number of followers this guy has. That's criminal. That's fucking criminal. So everybody go follow Keith Idic. Tell him I sent you. Guy tweets out every 5.5 minutes about the fight. He's actually got some good stuff going. So you want to know about Al Bernstein and his feedback, Andrew, in real time? All right, let's see what Al's up to. Have you changed your opinion after the weigh-in while I'm typing this up?
No, I haven't. I forgot where I was going. I thought you said Keith Idic was on, like he was on the show.
No, shit. Fucking Keith Idic wouldn't be on our show on a bet.
That's what I'm saying. You threw me off.
Lower him. That's like me trying to get Matt Aguilar back. It's just not going to happen. Matty's not coming back just because.
For other reasons, yeah. Probably.
By the way, none of the former co-hosts are ever coming back to this show. Ever. They're just not. I've even run into them at fights. They're all cool with me now, but they're never coming back on the show. They're all done with me. They can't deal with this. Too much coffee and Lee and I'm dangerous. Here you go from January 16th. Well, quite an afternoon. I think the one thing is for sure Adrian Broner will not be stopping by to hear my music performance Friday night at the Tuscany Casino. By the way, the Tuscany's a shithole. Let me give a commercial for the Tuscany off the strip, and you can find a hooker. I just know a fact. What do you do with a $40 a night room off the strip?
Hey, look, there's your boy.
Do you want to get me started about him and what city he's in? He's become he's literally the Dora Explorer of boxing. Like, he can't sit still. That's a picture in downtown. Then he's in Mexico. Then he's out with horses in San Diego. I can't keep up. He's literally my Kim Kardashian. I am obsessed with Jesse Vargas. I'm obsessed with Jesse Vargas. So that's all. Look, Al took the high road, dude. He legit.
Well, yeah, go down a little bit more. Did he say anything else maybe about the fight where he said he's gonna lose? Or I wasn't really interested because
unless he deleted the tweet. I've kind of gone through his timeline, and he tweets a lot. But we're back to the 15th. Nothing. Still nothing. Nope. Here, Manny, talk about the Adrian Broner fight. Nope, and that's a retweet. He didn't even comment on it. It's fight week for Pacquiao Broner, Pac's first fight in the U.S. since 2016. That's 2 days before the event. It's all about him. You have to understand the world of Al Bernstein, who's a great guy, by the way. He's Carmen San Diego. Can we call him Jesse San Diego? Would that work? That's actually pretty funny. And shows how many kids you actually have, Javier. I don't see anything, dude. He's talking about his performance at the Hooker Hotel. By the way, big shout out again for the Tuscany Casino. When you're down on your luck, drive off the strip. There's not too many killings. The Tuscany Casino. They're not going to be sponsoring the show anytime soon. By the way, is it disturbing that the Tuscany Casino has the same amount of followers that I do for some weird reason? Here's crazy. Al has more followers than the Tuscany casino. Everything to me is social media footprint. Why do you guys listen to this show? It's just a mess. And where's Josel? He keeps bouncing around in the other room and not coming over here. I don't understand. He retweeted Espinosa, right? I'm going through it. I don't see anything. There's nothing here, Andrew. Unless he deleted some kind of heinous hate crime tweet of some epic proportion, calling him a criminal and a dirtbag.
Nah, he just said he was going to lose, probably. But
Broner's just where did he say it?
No, Broner's just mad. Broner reads. He's very much into the social media thing. There's no one going for him. He is absolutely the bad guy in this fight, and I don't think he likes it anymore. And it's only going to get worse if he gets beat up by Manny Pacquiao. Broner, it's going to be hard for Broner to show his face in a lot of these places. Very ego-driven, and it's going to be hit hard on Saturday night if he gets mollywopped and his
mollywopped. Good word.
Yeah,
I think it's racist.
His dad Floyd didn't. Right? He's always. I mean, even today, if you guys looked, even his body language today at the weigh-ins, it's like everything the kid tried to always resemble Floyd Mayweather. If you watch the build-up show. Why does he try to act, oh, look at my watches, look at my cars, look at it. Like, dude, you're not Floyd. Why does he have a driver? Why does he have a personal driver, dude? He made $5 million is the biggest check of his life, which is great money. Don't get me wrong. But, Lee, it doesn't warrant a driver, a personal driver. Sorry.
Everything warrants a personal driver, and
oh, get the hell out of here. You know who he acts like? He acts like fucking Rocky. You want to know how Rocky ended up? Broke. Bankrupt, done. Lee, we're talking.
Andrew. When life knocks you down, you gotta get up, Andrew.
Yeah, I know, but you were bankrupt. I watched Rocky 5. Sorry. That's how this kid lives. Look at the shit he has. Lee, you know he hasn't made that much money. He hasn't won the style, but he's trying to be Floyd. They're all trying to be Floyd. I get it. But damn, those watches are going to be good when they're on sale. Those cars are going to be nice when you're selling them. The fuck, man? You better win tomorrow night. But let me tell you, Lee, I have never
listened. Me laugh in the room. It's sorry.
Listen.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go for fighters because they're American, right? I'm American. He's American. I want Americans to win, right? I'm sorry, the kid lost me this week, or the man. He lost me this week. Not only the sexual assault cases, he's a dumbass. He's an underachiever, big time in the sport. Now you're gonna go and throw all this racist shit out here today? Try to sell this fight on a race card? Come on, I lost everything. I lost that. I hope Manny gets at him this weekend, especially for that dog fucking joke that he threw at Pacquiao and his family. No reason to be like that.
Okay, let's take a couple of questions from the room and we'll reload for a second. First, from Callie King. You guys think he's drained? I'll throw it to you, Andrew. Is he drained?
No. Lee thinks he's drained because we see a fat Adrian Broner all the time. Remember, these PBC guys, they don't fight a lot. So we see a lot of them on the ring side, right? We see a lot of them in interviews on social media and stuff, and he always looks fat. He's in shape. The guy's in shape. He's a smaller welterweight, so he shouldn't be weight drained at all because his problem was moving to the welterweight division. I've told you guys this before, and I'm glad Freddie hit on it on the final Showtime episode with Pacquiao Broner. He is the counter puncher. He's a flat-footed fighter. He's not your conventional American boxer, light on their feet, throws a jab, moves around the ring. That's not Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner stands in front of you and he tries to counter punch combos. That's all he goes for. We'll see in the lightweights, Lee, that worked. When he was fighting guys that were 5'1", that worked. All right, but then when you moved up to 147, he's lost everything. And most of all is his power. He lost his power, and that's why this Saturday night he has to do a little bit more than what he's shown us in his whole welterweight career. But I do not think he's weight drained. No, sir.
All right. From Javier Gerardo. He had a good one. He trained to go 12 rounds to make it look competitive. Andrew, reaction.
Who trained for 12 rounds? Broner?
Yeah.
Yeah, Broner trained to win this fight, you guys. He had to have. He better have. Because these paydays aren't going to be coming here anytime soon if he loses on Saturday. You guys, look at his record. Jesse Vargas is a draw. Garcia's a loss. Adrian Granados and Ashley Thelpain, they're nothing in the welterweight division. These guys are not ranked at all. Khalib, I don't even know how to say that guy's name. There you go, Lee. Look at these lists of opponents.
Oh, it's
Molina.
ridiculous, dude. Jesse Vargas, which is a fucking draw. How do you fucking draw Jesse Vargas?
That's what I'm saying.
How do you with the straight?
He got outworked. He got outworked. His power could not. He hurt Vargas. He got him bloody. He hurt him on a few occasions. But overall, there was not enough activity. Jesse outscored him just by punching. Man, Manny Pacquiao, that's all this guy does. He's in and out. He jab, left hand, right hook, and he's gone. Broner's got to bring it. He's got to bring a totally different Adrian Broner. The only punch, you guys, that I give Broner edge on is his left hook. Oh, that left hook is fast. He can throw that check left hook. If he can catch Manny off of his feet, he might get a point. Not because he hurt Pacquiao, but because he's landing it when Manny. You know how Manny gets excited, Lee. He throws that jab. That jab
well,
left.
That bounce in, bounce out thing. If he can time it and throw the left.
Boom. Yeah.
Javier comments. Excuse me. Too much coffee. Javier comments. After he loses to Pacquiao, do we see him on Fox against Charlo? I have a better one for you. Do we just see him on The Masked Singer? Because once he loses to Pacquiao, he's damaged goods. Like I don't even see where he goes at that point.
Yeah, if Jesse Vargas was to lose, you guys are right. It would be a Fox night. You know what I mean? Undercard fight. Not like I don't know how they would sell Adrian Broner anymore to the PBC fan base if he loses tomorrow, especially if it loses bad. If this is a one-sided fight, which many believe, including myself, could possibly be because of the activity Manny Pacquiao shows and the inactivity of Adrian Broner, this is going to be a 12-round unanimous decision, easy. He's got to bring something else. If you watched him training, he didn't. Did you guys watch how much the guy stands in the inside and just hits a body bag? That's all he's doing. There's no movement around the ring. He's not throwing a jab. He just that's why Freddie's calling knockout. Go ahead, Lee.
That's hilarious.
Lee.
Kelly,
hey, Lee.
Yeah.
Hey, Lee. Yeah. Whenever you stand in front of Manny Pacquiao, doesn't it end in knockout?
Yeah. I mean, look at Manny Pacquiao's record. Look, I shit on the guy a lot because he's fighting well past his prime. But well past his prime, let's be legit. It's still Lucas Matisse. I don't know what happened with Jeff Horn. I still, to this day, don't know how he must have pissed off Bob so much that he fucking
didn't want
shit
to
the
fight
bed.
Crawford. He didn't want to fight Crawford. Jeff Horn fought Crawford the next fight, did he not? I think or maybe he had one more fight.
He beats Bradley. He has a fairly uneventful Floyd Mayweather outing with the alleged fucked up arm. Algieri, Bradley, Rios, and his only losses are during that Marquez period, right? Where Marquez fucked him up so bad that he wasn't the same fighter until he started doing steroids. Allegedly.
Marquez was on that juice.
I'll say the word allegedly. I'm just telling you, after 2012, you can go back and look at the photos. He's just a different human being. Like, he got fucked up that bad by Marquez. Marquez got so fucked up, he quit boxing. Like, those dudes beat the shit out of each other.
Another thing you're going to look at what happened in the 2009 to present 10-year run here. He starts fighting bigger men.
Yeah,
you see, Manny's.
I mean, look at the names. You can't
I know,
deny what this dude's done.
See,
De La Hoya, Hatton, Cotto, Clottey, Margarito.
I know,
Mosley.
but Lee, I'm not talking about the opposition. I'm talking about why he's going 12 rounds with these guys. A lot of these guys were bigger than Manny Pacquiao. Clottey was way bigger than him. Antonio Margarito, way bigger than him. You know, Floyd Mayweather was even bigger than Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
I mean, so this is why that in that part when everyone goes, oh, he must have been juicing. Look, he's not knocking out guys anymore. Like, stop it. He's not fighting lightweights anymore.
After the Marquez fight, that's my whole allegedly. By the way, Andrew. Allegedly.
Oh, I know. You got to stop. There was never no evidence. Manny has never been found dirty at all. There have been other fighters that get away with having dirty tests or numbing their hands. Like, that's a PED. You can't numb your hands. I don't care if the other side agreed to it. If you're putting something in your hand, like, I don't even want to get into it. It's just Manny Pacquiao's never had a bad blood test. He's never had a fucking I ate Mexican beef. That's why I
dropped 20 pounds and got muscle.
Yeah, so we can't. We got to really stay away from that. And now that Floyd has made his check, they cashed a check. Everyone made out in that fight. We got to get away from that story because it really is a knock to Pacquiao, who's never had a dirty test. When we have other fighters that had dirty tests, Lennox Lewis, Roy Jones, Canelo. Okay, we've had these guys pat, and then we still call them all-time greats and all. We act like the shit didn't happen. Everyone found out Floyd. He has high testosterone levels over there in Vegas that they've been brushing under the rug for a few years. Nobody cares about that. We hear that he's got things in his contract that he can get away with as long as the fighters sign off of it. Vegas is cool with it. Like, come on, got to stay away from that with Pacquiao. My thing with Pacquiao is I believe when he moved up to the welterweight division, he lost his power. Now, with that being said, Lucas Matisse wasn't a real welterweight, right? He got stopped. Adrian Broner is not a real welterweight. Everybody knows this. If Adrian Broner's power can't stop Manny Pacquiao, I think Manny stops him tomorrow night on the
what I was wondering, and I'm going to Google this right now. Broner Pacquiao rehydration clause. Is there a rehydration clause?
I don't think so because these guys aren't big. Whenever there's a rehydration clause, it's usually when there's a fighter who's a lot bigger than one guy. Fighters moving up in weight, doing a catch weight sort of thing. We don't have this here. Both of these guys are small welterweights, Lee. So 147 shouldn't have been hard for either man to make, to be honest with you.
We're talking about the Kell Brooks Khan.
Yes.
About the rehydration clause. Hearn is going to allow it. But I don't see it anywhere for Pacquiao and Broner. And for those wondering, that just means whether or not you can use a fucking IV. I mean, that's really what it's about. I just keep going back to this photo, man. He's shockingly small, dude. Shockingly small.
Well, we're gonna see. Maybe he's trying to be a different fighter tomorrow night because the Adrian Broner we've seen in recent years isn't beating the Pacquiao we've seen against Matisse. Manny still had his bounce. He still had his speed. He's an in and out fighter. Adrian can't keep up. He couldn't keep up with fucking Mikey Garcia or Jesse Vargas. And these guys are not Manny Pacquiao. They're good fighters. Mikey's a good fighter. Not Manny Pacquiao. You've never heard anyone say, damn, that Mikey Garcia really reminds me of a young Manny. No.
Let's take a couple more questions here, Andrew. What if Broner wins? Where does he go? What do you got?
You know what he's going to go with. He's going to go after Floyd right away. Probably calls Floyd and LRB fucking homos right after the fight. I don't know. The guy says everything else. He's going to go after Floyd. Yeah, absolutely.
Andrew,
that would be
if
Floyd.
He does win, will he say Floyd can't read? Will he play the Floyd is illiterate card?
I think he's going to say Floyd's been scared of me his whole career.
That's a good one. There we go to answer Kelly's question.
Look, I knocked him out, because hey, listen, you guys, there is no decision winning here for Broner. I don't see Broner winning this fight by decision unless he's like slapping Manny all over the ring and they can't do anything else but give it to him. If this fight is close at all, it's going Pacquiao's way because the money's a lot bigger. The names that I just said, Mikey Garcia, Spence, Keith Thurman, Porter, all these names attached with Manny are sellers as long as Manny wins. Manny wins, he can get hot again because his fans are going to start reading again that Manny Pacquiao is winning. the PBC's already tuning in. Their fans already watched this stuff, so they're going to be back. So Manny's the bigger sell here. I don't see Adrian Broner getting close on the points, especially with the 2 sexual assault cases, even though they're not like rape charges, not Victor Ortiz level shit, but they're there. They're 2 sexual assault cases. He has multiple other arrests. He's been shot at. Like, he's a ticking time bomb that I don't think the PBC really, if they had a choice, they're going Manny Pacquiao. So and that's going to get me to this, Lee. Bet Adrian Broner by knockout if you want to bet him at all. If you want to bet him at all, it's got to be by knockout. This should be the biggest money on the board that night.
All right, hold on. We'll get to that in just a second.
I know.
Let's knock down a few more questions real quick. We discussed this on Sunday on the show that didn't get recorded to answer Callie King's question. They should have put this fight on prime time. It shouldn't be a pay-per-view fight. So I was talking to Paul Cuff, one of the FNR regulars on the chat room this morning, Andrew. The UK gets this fucking fight for free, and we're stuck paying the bill of $75. I said this when Andrew and I recorded on the show that does not exist. How brilliant would it have been to put it on Sunday night after the NFC Championship game? I mean, how great would it have been?
Millions of views. Millions of views.
I don't even think they can wrap their brain around how big it would have made Pacquiao, and God forbid Broner wins. And I say God forbid if Broner wins. If Broner wins, we'll never be able to live with him. I mean,
this is really this is a test for Pacquiao's marketability going into the rematch with Floyd. The rematch you've been calling for years is one fight away, Lee. And I think Al Heyman's going to use this as a negotiation tool against Manny Pacquiao when he's trying to set Floyd's return.
Ellerby, Andrew.
How will you stop it? It's Al Heyman.
Did you look? I did a straight.
I got it.
Don't lie.
I get what you're saying. But you hear me
right
out.
After football, Kelly.
You hear me
I
out.
think if they did it on Sunday, right after the fight, right? They do all the pre-card shit on FSS1 for the fucking diehards who don't watch football. Because let's be honest, everybody's going to watch Sunday. There are enough.
Hey,
everybody's
Lee,
going to watch.
we said this 6 years ago or 5 years ago when Floyd and Manny were negotiating the first fight. Why don't they do this on regular television and sell the commercials as Super Bowl?
It'd be the Super Bowl.
We said, I know.
Bowl.
I don't know why boxing won't do it, but no, I don't see them doing that for Broner versus Pacquiao when they didn't do it for Mayweather versus Pacquiao, which would have brought in millions of dollars for 30 seconds of TV time.
No doubt. The one factor, and as we break this fight down into the final seconds, and Javier, I will answer both of your questions. Let's start. Hold on to both of those. I can't get away from what I'm seeing on the screen, Andrew. I mean, that's kind of a bottom line thing. When you're breaking down Broner Pacquiao, and I recommend everybody go to BoxRec, your official boxing record for boxing. By the way, ranked by Alexa, quite high. It's one of the most popular stops, Andrew. Big shout out to BoxRec. When you break down their records, it's pretty straightforward. This is not the pedigree of a guy who's going to step up to the big moment.
No.
It's the pedigree of a guy who gets to a big moment and shits the bed.
And look, Lee, I mean, you can really see in 2000 and 13 there, Gavin Reese, all his knockouts really stop, and it's when he moves up in weight. The same thing with Manny Pacquiao. Only has a few knockouts when he goes up to the welterweight division. What makes this fight interesting, both of these guys are not welterweights, so their power might show up, correct? Then when they hit each other, it might show up now because they're both kind of same in size, and they're both fighting out of their division right now. Manny just had the skills to do it. Manny had the speed. He had the limited power, but enough power and enough. What is another word? People feared him, right? 2009, Manny got a little of that Tyson respect when he got in the ring, right? He had Bob Arum saying he was the new Muhammad Ali. He was knocking everyone out with knockout of the year candidates in the lightweights and junior welterweights. So he had a little of that going for him too when he came to the welterweight division. But both these men are not welterweights, so Adrian has a puncher's chance is what I guess I'm saying. You know, listen, Lee, Marquez wasn't a welterweight. He put hands on Pacquiao. He stopped him with one punch. So even though, with that being said, Lee, that was a war. And that's what Adrian Broner has to make this fight into tomorrow night. Marquez got that knockout in an all-out war. Go ahead.
No. I'm with you on it being an all-out war. With that said, let's do the final breakdown on the betting. And this is how it lays out. And by the way, Javier, did you just Baba Booey? And Guillermo just jumped in. Adrian Broner quits by the 10th round.
There you go.
Way to go, Will. Way to go, Will. He finds a way to get on the show no matter what. He will be back, by the way. He's not on the dead list. He just keeps having kids at a tremendously high rate. Like his game at producing kids is shocking. And Andrew's trying to be competitive, but you're not even in the ballpark, I don't think. Like, what's he at?
Five? We both have
5?
No, we both have 4.
Okay. I thought he had another one on the way as well.
No, he just had one. That's the problem.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's got to reset.
He had a newborn at the wedding, remember?
He's got to reset. You got to give it time to cool down. You got to let the system cool down before you reload it. Okay, so what you're looking at on the screen is OddsShark. Go to oddshark.com/boxing/odds. OddsShark, the best place to go to get any sports betting info on the planet. There are other bets to be had. I'm not covering those. I just want you guys to look at where this thing started and where we are right now. When the betting first went off, Broner was much more in this fight, Andrew. He was a plus 161 to a minus 222. We've discussed that. That's about 2-1 favorite. As the fighting progressed and the betting progressed, which it's always going to go towards Manny, look at that shift to about 3-1, Andrew. It's a 3-1 fight now. Pacquiao's minus 330, Adrian Broner's plus 290. That's crazy, right? We all knew that the money would land on Pacquiao, right?
No, you know, that's actually very good odds for Pacquiao. Yeah, I might switch my bet there. You know, because I got to see what it is for the knockout, but that minus 33, if you're a big gambler, that's actually
Vegas numbers, by the way. You can place a call on that.
Yeah, that's actually a good bet for a for sure win. Listen, you guys, it's almost a for sure win for Manny Pacquiao if this thing plays out 12 rounds. He's better. He throws more punches. He's more active. Really, the only way Adrian Broner wins this fight is by catching him with the Sunday punch and putting him down. Broner has really never shown he has the same work rate as a Manny Pacquiao, and so that minus 33 is a real. It's really weird that Vegas has that fight so close. You know, Floyd Mayweather wouldn't be a minus 33 even if he came out of retirement and fought Adrian Broner. Yep. So what do they know that we don't? You know, I will say, even though he kind of always looks like this, Manny looked a little different at the weigh-ins today. He didn't really want to get the eye contact going. Broner was in his face. He wasn't really trying to stare at him. It was kind of fidgety.
Looks like he is right there, dude.
Play it out. That's a frozen shot, bro. Come on, seriously? Play out the stare down.
All right.
If anyone's watching that.
Yeah, he's breaking eye contact. He looked over at Al Ellerby a couple of times. And then he broke off.
And, you know, it's focus. You know, but see, he's like, he could turn it on like a switch.
He looks way looser than.
Okay, but the other guy looks hungry. He looks hungry. That's why. Listen, you're talking $5 million today, $60 million in half a year whenever he fights Floyd. Do you understand? $5 million today, $60 million in your next one, $40 million plus percentage. Like, his numbers are going to go through the roof, Lee, if he wins this fight, especially if he knocks out Manny Pacquiao on Saturday night. His numbers go through the roof. He's hungry. Manny, shit, his wife was saying, I want him to fight one more time. We know who that will be. and then I want him to retire. Not as hungry.
Whose feed am I stealing? Yes News. This is oh, I know Yes News. Shout out to Yes News. There you go. That covers it. All right, final bets. We got Will's bet, right? Let me hear your bet. Your final bit. Willie picks Adrian Broner quits by the 10th round. So that would be a TKO as picked by Guillermo. Andrew, final bet.
The final bet is Pacquiao straight up at -33. Why would you even -305?
Actually, if you take the decision, it's -305. So why wouldn't you take it? I don't know if he's
That's
got
not
the
even
juice to knock him
decision,
out.
bro. That's Manny Pacquiao straight up. -305. You take that bet all day. Now, if you only have $100, I would go to a casino and try to see what the knockout is for Adrian Broner. It might be plus 550. It could be plus 700. We don't know. If he's that much of a dog, he's a plus 290 dog. What would he be on him knocking out Manny Pacquiao? Now listen, I'm going to tell you. Willie told me that he didn't see a bet for the knockout on there, and that's
can't
another,
imagine, like.
Wait a minute, Lee. That is another sign that this fight is not doing good out there, right?
Right. When they're just taking straight bets, right?
Yeah. When the fight is hot,
Caesars is booking it. Sunset Mirage doesn't even have a line on it, dude. Mirage isn't even booking the fight.
Yeah, then I'm telling you, the guy was down at the sports book today and was like, they're only taking straight bets. I don't see a knockout on the board. And it's like, damn, dude, it's that low of a fight. Most of the time when it's a Manny Pacquiao fight, there used to be like a list of things you could, what round you could bet on, how it's going to end.
How is KSI Logan Paul a pick'em fight? But I digress. Kelly King.
Hey, matter of fact, good job. Logan Paul, did you see him get his ass kicked by who's the young kid on Golden Boy? The one, the pretty boy. Oh, his name just Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia whooped Logan Paul. I think it was Logan Paul, either him or his brother. Those are the two white guys.
They're white guys. You can always disparage white guys.
He beat one of them up on a podcast the other day. He had on a body shield, but Garcia was tearing into him pretty hard.
Yeah, Garcia's legit. Actually,
the power on the kid.
Here's another shameless plug from my coach and my friend at Teixeira Garcia Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, he sent me over a video. He's like, "Do you know this guy? He's like an up and comer." I'm like, "He's not an up and comer. He's already here."
Yeah.
If Oscar could figure out how to get him into a title fight right now, he would.
Especially how Oscar rolls. He's like, "What? I did it when I was 21."
Yeah, right. Just throw him in. Throw him into the deep end. He'll be fine. He trains in a garage. It'll all work out. Kelly King, you guys do have to factor in Broner and dual coaches. That does give him a chance. No, it doesn't. That's a negative. That nowhere in boxing history is it. Let's go back to the Boo Boy versus. Look, there's a very specific reason Boo Boy, other than those ridiculous photos he took. Did you see those fucking photos, dude? Those Boo Boy fat.
Lee, listen. It doesn't help him if he's not going to bring a different style. That's what I'm going to say about the dual trainers. Lee, you cannot stand in front of Manny Pacquiao and just return a hook right hand uppercut. If that's all you're going to throw the whole night, Adrian went all like nights of just throwing one combo, trying to hit on a counter punch. Manny's going to outbox this guy. He's going to lead on points all day, just leading on points. So, like I go back to, it's going to be a lucky punch, or we're going to see an Adrian Broner. The underachieving stops tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, he needs to bring it for him to win this fight. You guys, he don't even fight like Floyd. I know he like tries to act like Floyd, but his shoulder roll's nothing like Floyd. Gets hit a lot. Go watch the Vargas fight. He can't stop a fucking right hand. Watch the Garcia fight. You know, Garcia was pressing him. I think Garcia, if he wanted to, could have dropped Adrian Broner that night. I thought he let off the pedal a little at the end of that fight. You could clearly see Adrian was broken mentally at the end of the Garcia fight. He knew he wasn't going to win that one. He was trying to survive. So That's why I have him not, I have Manny ahead already. He's ahead on the cards right now as we talk. I don't see anything changing in the first round. It's all about Broner. The same Manny Pacquiao beats him.
By the way, on the screen right now, Teixeira Garcia, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and boxing that I missed out on today. I should have been in there doing that, Andrew. I was going to go. Got my mouthpiece out. I was legit.
Look at what Javier says. Javier said Oscar.
Right. Oscar brought Angelo Dundee and Nacho Bernstein against Manny and nothing with Joe Chavez.
And he got destroyed.
And he's taken 12-round Pacquiao by unanimous decision. I'll wait for Cali King's final pick. I will give you my pick right now, y'all. Yeah, Pacquiao's going to win. I said this earlier with one of our other regulars on this chat that you're looking at right now. I'm not going to back off. I don't even think this fight makes 6.5 rounds. Like, I set the overs and unders at 6.5 rounds. Like, I just don't get this fight. If Broner does not establish anything within the first couple of rounds, he's got to come out like somebody owes him money. Okay. Yeah. And it's got to happen fast. You can't let Pacquiao get into a groove. I mean, you're talking about the smart, as much fun as I make it of Twitchy McCoach. Let's be perfectly honest. Right? Let's be perfectly honest about him training at the Wildcard Gym, going back to basics, getting Twitchy in his corner, right? That's the game changer right there. That means he's legitimately looking to do something. I can't back off of that. I can't. I don't think this fight's going to make 6.5 rounds. Cali King, my pick, Pacquiao, homie by KO. I'm with you, bro. I think he'll quit on his stool. I think he's a bitch. I'll say it right now. All this hype, all this talk. Look, I get all his talking and I get the whole going after Al. Fuck it. I'm just sick of Broner. He needs to go to jail and get out of boxing, get off my screen. I'm tired of the TMZ shit. I'm over it, Andrew. I'm over Broner. I mean, it was a lot of fun for a lot of years on this show. It gave me a lot of material to make fun of. It's good comedy material. I'm just done with it. I want to go back to Floyd Mayweather not being able to win.
That's what I was going to say. The antics are fine as long as you can fight. The problem with Adrian Broner is he has draws with Jesse Vargas. It lost to Mikey Garcia, to Sean Porter. Actually doesn't even have a legit solid win as a welterweight, you guys. Look at the record. Paul Malignaggi, there was many that questioned that victory when he first stepped into the division. And everyone else is a joke on his winning record at 147. So, yeah, I mean, we talked about this. He got this fight off gunshots and being on TMZ, being with Rick Ross, and it's so weird. Isn't it so weird how we have said many times on this show that the guy looks like a baby Rick Ross, and then who's he hanging out with on the final episode of his 24/7? Is that why he has that beard? It's like when he's with Floyd, he tries to put his hands like Floyd. He wears glasses and the watches and, everything's like, look at me, look at my money. And then when he hangs around with Rick Ross, now he has this big-ass beard. It looks, I could have swore I said that like a few months ago. Dude looked like little baby Rick Ross. He's weird, man. Adrian might have some acceptance issues, right? He wants to be accepted by everyone, so I don't know. But we'll see Saturday night. You might not hear from Adrian Broner too much longer. He gets beat up by Pacquiao.
Update from Javier. He believes that he's going to pull a straight-up Chavez Jr., quits, runs out of the ring, and no post-fight interview. That's not going to be surprising.
Yeah, that won't be surprising if he loses. Because the ego is going to be hurt big time. This is a rude awakening if he gets...
He's going to be about jail cells after this fight. That's all that's in this dude's future. He's going to be
another Taylor
and hoping for the best. I will...
Hey, Lee, what was his question? You said you had 2 questions. And then
yeah. I've been setting them aside till the end of the show. They're sort of your final updates. Javier Gerardo writes, does Lee's head look like Tweety Bird?
Damn, that was not a question.
It is a question. He wrote it as a question in the form of a question. This is a Jeopardy. It's not a statement, and I got to come up with it.
Is he asking me if you look like Tweety Bird?
Actually, my head is currently shaved pretty well. Normally, if I let the hair puff up, it's not a good thing. It's just not. It's not a good look for me. I have to have the head shaved and everything put correct. So his next question was, Andrew, I live 2 hours away from Minneapolis. Should I go to Truax Kulin fight?
Ah, man, Peter Kulin. Ah, what happened to that guy? Yeah, that's a
What's
hard
that
one.
card
2 hours.
look like?
2 hours away.
Is there anything on that card?
Event.
I mean, I just, by the way, on Fight Net Radio, I just posted all the weekend cards. Is that this?
Hey, Lee.
Yeah.
Lee, if Kulin Truax is the main event, how juicy could the undercard really be? Right?
It's PBC, right?
Yeah, exactly, bro. So yeah, it's really if you want to take that drive or not. I mean, if I would do it, because I like boxing. It's 2 hours away. It'll probably be on TV, so you get the TV atmosphere, the big show kind of atmosphere in there. Yeah, why not? But wouldn't spend too much. If tickets are too expensive, I wouldn't go.
Have we even looked at this fight card? Look at this undercard, man. Badu
Jack
and Brown.
Badu Jack is legit. DeMarcus Brown, we don't know about yet. This is a PBC guy. I believe he's undefeated, but he has nobodies on his name. Now, with that being said, Khalid Plant pulled off an excellent victory. Caleb Plant pulled off an excellent win. If I don't know, did you watch that one, Lee, against Jose
Uzcati?
Middleweight. Uzcati, yeah, that was a great fight. That was a great win for Plant. There's a guy that hasn't fought anybody on his record, and then shows up and takes the belt with an easy points victory over Uzcati. Good job, Lee. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. I'm not Shamalama Ding Donging tonight. Too many people on the call.
Yeah. So no, that was it. So Marcus Brown, hey, maybe he does the same thing. Maybe we don't know who he is, and Al Heyman's been hiding this guy. But it's a decent matchup. It's like Ocampo versus Spence, right? Ocampo is undefeated. Spence is undefeated. It's like we want to say it's a good fight, and then the guy gets in there and gets knocked out. Like, what was it, 1 round, 2 rounds or something? It was a disgusting matchup.
I want Warren to lose in this fight, Andrew. Anybody who's got a hyphen in their name, I'm just against him as a human being.
No.
Look at this card, man. This card is dog shit.
Oh, Lee.
Oh, my God. I can't believe people in Vegas are paying money for this.
No, they're not. They're 75% off, and we're not even on fight day, Lee.
$300 already to sit in the lower bowl. By the way, Ruben Steph, longtime Fight Net Radio regular, he just jumped into the room. I can't believe Hosel didn't jump in to at least get... Ruben, before we're almost done, you came at the end, bro. Go ahead and type in one question and your pick for the fight, and I'll get it on the air. This is dog crap, dude. This is dog crap. And I got to pay $75. There's no way I'm paying full price to watch this fight.
I don't think I am either. I think I'm going to be trying to stream this one, Lee. I'm dead serious.
Sports.eu. Just Google it, kids.
Hey, Lee, this is one of those fight cards you're not paying attention to because there's no future here. Even Warren, love the kid to death, right? Isn't he like the one who went to the Olympics like 7,000 times? He finally turned pro in his 30s or some shit. Like he's been fighting for America for a while.
He's got a receding hairline. When exactly was he the bantamweight world champion? By the way, I don't think we've ever discussed him on the show ever.
118 pounds has something to do with it, right?
It's a rematch of their 2012 Olympic matchup. Are you shitting me?
He's been fighting in the Olympics his whole career, so he has a lot of matchups.
The reason I went on the website was to actually answer Javier's question. I need to look at the fight card. I would never dog an actual going to a fight live. I would always look at, it's here somewhere, right?
Yeah, it has.
It's got to be on here. How far down the road is it? What do they have? Fights every 5.5 minutes? There it is. Jesus Christ. How do they produce that many fights with a straight face? All right, so you got Kulin, Truax. I don't even understand that. And there's literally no undercard. They haven't even announced an undercard. My final answer, if I had to buy tickets right now, Fuck that. First of all, okay, wait, let me break it down. You got to go to Minneapolis, right? So you got to drive in the snow at night. You got a family. That's the end of the story. If you can make that shit fly with your wife, good for you, Javier. You're the man. But I just know in my house, if I told my lady that I was going to drive, the snowiest place around me, which is a shout out to Cali King. What, we're going to drive up to Wilson or one of the resorts to go watch boxing in the middle of the night to drive down fucking treacherous roads to go see Peter Cullen? That shit's not going to happen.
In the last 4 years, how many times do you think Peter Cullen's fought on PBC?
The what?
In the last 4 years, since 2015, how many fights do you think Peter Cullen has had for PBC?
I don't... 2?
Yeah, you're right.
That would have been my wild guess.
2 fights in 4 years. Do not make that drive. Come on, that's ridiculous. 2 fights in 4 years. What are you really watching there? You know, if you're gonna go for Truax, I guess, at 34, 2-19. Maybe he's the future. I don't doubt it, but Peter Cullen, he's there for a paycheck. 2 fights in 4 years, and we're supposed to take you serious, right?
And so finally, Ruben Steph, brand new to the chat room, and Javier's typing again. It's always funny when he's typing.
The guy I used to call the dark horse of the middleweight division.
I'll apologize to my wife for even thinking about it. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
Dude, you're risking your life for Peter Cullen? Really? That's what we're talking about here. Could you imagine, Andrew, going in to your pregnant wife and telling her with a straight face, hey, I'm going to drive to Tahoe to go see Peter Cullen fight.
And if his lady watches boxing like mine does, she'll watch it with me. She'll be like, Peter Cullen, Truax, who? I've never even heard of them. And
you know what? You could convert this into a handy, all right? I'm going to give
She would be right, Lee, because in the last 4 years, the guy has 2 fucking fights.
I'm going to turn this into, you know what? I had really good seats. I had ringside to go see Peter Cullen, honey. I'm not going to go because I don't want to put my life at risk because of you. That means you're going to watch the fight, get a handy. I'm just calling it right now. You get an old-fashioned right there.
It's good.
Ruben Staff finally coming in at the end. Pick Pacquiao by TKO. Question: what is Andrew's take on the fight? Since you are late, you are very motherfucking late. We just did an hour and 15 minutes. It is an amazing rant that he delivered earlier. You got that right. It was a rant. Quick take, Andrew. Catch Ruben up. He liked Pacquiao by TKO.
No. You don't listen to me ever.
I listen to you. I'm reading his comments.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not giving him yours. Jesus Christ, bro. I'm not stepping on your toe. By the way, we talked about this when we recorded on Sunday, just as a thing. I'm literally going to have Andrew do the intros and outros and all the connectors on the show, just you can watch what the difference is.
Yeah,
the show will not move. There will be long gaps of quiet pauses. Should I say something here? Yeah, you should say something. All right, give me a quick take for Ruben, who came in late toward the end of this conversation, and his comment on Pacquiao by TKO.
I've got Pacquiao ahead on the cards right now, and I'm going to tell you why real fast.
Warning.
Andrew.
What?
Can you do a rant? Come on, do a rant. Do it. Huh?
Adrian Broner does not throw enough punches to beat Manny Pacquiao on the cards. Adrian Broner is a little too controversial right now for Al Haymon to move forward with him. He has a lot of court cases up in the air. Just a lot of distractions. Manny and Floyd, the rematch will be sold if it's made. PBC fans will buy it. So Manny's better marketing right now than Adrian Broner. Adrian shows glimpses of being great. That's why I like his left hook in this fight. If he could time it, the in and out of Manny Pacquiao, his bouncing back and forth, that's about the only shot I give him on winning. When you go a draw with Jesse Vargas, you almost get stopped by Mikey Garcia. I think Pacquiao's superior to both of these fighters, so I have Manny winning this fight easily by unanimous decision.
Oh, my God.
What?
Javier
That was
Murato's
bad.
comments in the chat room are shockingly brilliant. You might have to be a show contributor, dude, because you're thinking like me. I apologize to what to.
Oh, I thought you said, what happened? What did he
Right?
say?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna rewind you to the. I'll apologize to my wife for even thinking about it. By the way, she has a grip like a bear.
Oh, nice. Yes.
That made me drop my earpiece, man. Oh my god, that was hilarious. That's some good shit, bro. That's strong. All right, Ruben. Holy smokes, Andrew. That was lucid. Where's the rant? Don't worry, it's in the show. You showed up late. Think of it that way.
Yeah,
And we actually did video.
And I was a little nervous today. I've never done this platform with Lee. I will get a little bit more comfortable. Lee was fucking me up with all the. I'm telling you, the first 5 minutes, you guys, I'm trying to clear Lee's screen. I'm like, why is all this shit on my computer? And I'm looking at
blue collar guy. He fixes stuff. Telling him we're going to be on a go-to webinar platform that I spend half my day on. Go figure.
you're like tech support, dude.
Wait,
you're like
hold on, Ruben Steph. So Heyman's thing must be that he pays these guys not to fight, right? Otherwise, they'd be more active. You know, I don't think he pays them not to fight. Honestly, I'll have a lucid comment for you instead of some haha because you missed out on literally 30 minutes of Al Ellerby talk. I think Al Heyman and Leonard Ellerby are in the business of getting a bunch of fighters with really big records, making them fight a bunch of shitty fighters that they have under contract, and trying to fuck us over as fans for as long as they can get away with this. It's a fucking Ponzi scheme.
Yes.
You know what? I've been in business for a long time, kids. If I looked at this from the surface, this is a fucking money scam about these guys milking situations.
Well, they get a pot of money.
Right.
They fight amongst each other, so they're splitting the pot. And then what we need to know is what Al Heyman is taking from each fighter, because you guys, he double ends every deal.
Every deal. So he's got a piece on the fighters. He's got a piece on everything's. It's a fucking scam.
Like he said, like all promoters, right? We're gonna pay you this, but then you owe everyone. I mean, it's not. They don't just get the $5 million and walk away. He's taking a percentage of that back, and then the trainers are. I just want to know what Al Heyman takes off of their checks. That is going to be a big answer here in the future. When I believe some of these guys, they've already been upset. We've seen PBC fighters come out against, some of the way they're inactive. They don't fight enough. So who cares that I made $1 million if I only fought once in the next 2 years? And then I want to know what percentage Al takes from their purses, because that's he's the one making all the money. Hello, he's double ending every deal. He's overpaying them, but then he's taking millions back and putting it in his own bank.
Yeah, I'm with you completely. Please go to
like Lee. You remember? I know. I'll let you end right now. Remember when Floyd used to say, "Manny's getting ripped off. He's taking 27% of Manny's check." He used to say that, you guys, about Bob Arum. We need to know, what is Al Heyman taking from these fighters' checks.
Well, we're never going to find out. We're never going to find out about the pot of gold and their fucking Ponzi scheme until they're all arrested by the FBI. Which I keep waiting for patiently and has yet to happen.
No.
Allegedly.
He's not doing anything wrong, but ripping off fighters from their marketing themselves at the highest level. What I mean by that, I'm saying cross fights with different promoters, putting fights on pay-per-view, putting them in huge arenas. Charlo should have already fought. Triple G should have already fought Saul Alvarez. Spence should have already fought in Thurman. Like, there's a lot of fights. Wait a minute.
Hey, this week. What did I say? BBC guys aren't ever going to fight.
I know shit, but that's not what I'm talking about. When you're saying, when are they going to start talking against them? They're all in their mid-30s now, you guys. These guys are starting to get old. When they see that these checks start running out, that's when they're going to start telling, hey, you guys, yeah, you know what? He paid me $2 million, but then they took 30% of that back. Then my trainer took 10% of that. Then I had to pay taxes and baby mamas and blood. Then we're going to start hearing about how many guys are getting screwed at the very end. It's going to be like Don King. Oh, everyone loved Don King. You know that, Lee. When the money was right, everyone loved him.
He was a fucking criminal.
I don't know how
he didn't go to, really get fucking jailed.
Because he wasn't that much of a criminal when you're signing a contract that gives a guy a percentage of your check. Listen, Tyson, the biggest client he had, took his ass to court, tried to sue him for hundreds of millions of dollars. What did they make Don King pay Tyson? Oh, I'm losing it now. I'll find that out. It was like, I think $100 million. I think Tyson was suing for $1 billion and he only got $100 million or something. Like, it was nothing big though. Like, they couldn't do anything to Mike Tyson because he signed those fucking contracts. But when the money was right, when he was giving them suitcases full of cash, Tyson wasn't mad then. Then when he went broke and they were like, dude, where did all that other money go? What do you mean other money? Oh, and you seen Don King was gouging them. I believe we're going to hear the same shit out of Al Heyman. These guys just aren't saying it right now because they're making a good living fighting people they know they're damn well can beat.
There you go. Big shout out to Kelly King, Javier Jurado, and a very late Ruben Steff and Josel, who's on the chat room, for showing up. Again, if you're looking at this on the screen, go to fightnetradio.com. It will take you to our Facebook page posted right at the top. You can join us and be on live chat tomorrow night at 6:00 as Andrew and I decide whether or not we're going to start watching the shitty undercard early, but we'll certainly be on chat and we'll be talking about all the fights as they go off. We will have live chat room, as you can see. The group.
Are we going to do it in this? Are we going to do it in this platform?
No, we're not doing. We're going to do it on Facebook on our.
Just on the type it in.
All you have to do is go right on the first post, put your name right into the comments. I'll add you to the group chat. Normally, I have a link up for it. I'll make sure to put that up as well. Special thank you to the FNR regulars for showing up and making the show that much more entertaining. You guys have contributed a great deal. And Andrew and I both really appreciate you guys listening. That's why we did this special live thing. I think this went pretty well. So I'll give a little more advanced warning for the next one. That way you can actually see what we're looking at as we're compiling this stuff and going on during the fight. We're actually clicking and trying to be somewhat professional on some level, I guess.
You got good internet at your house. Look at all those windows open. Shit, my computer would have froze.
Well, yeah, but Andrew, I pay a small fortune to have internet like that.
Yeah, no shit, man. You get a fucking dozen windows open.
I'm considering giving up cable just to keep internet at this speed. Like, that's where my head's at. Internet is more important than cable. I can watch almost anything online pretty much at this point. I think that does it. Is there anything else we need to cover?
At my house, I yell at Isadora thinking she's playing online because my computer's slowing down. God damn, Lee. It's you.
That's funny. Final comments, Andrew. Take it.
I'll see you guys tomorrow for the main event. That's probably when I'm going to be on, Lee. Won't be there for the undercard. Oh, you know what? I'll be there for Jack Brown, too. That's a good fight. I'll give that one.
That's probably where we'll start picking it up. But that's not to say that the regulars won't be on and they won't be talking about the fights. I
like Badu Jack.
I'm surprised they're not chatting right now about the fight card that's going on as we speak. ESPN Plus and DAZN. I just hate saying that. It just irritates me.
DAZN's card is running tonight, too?
Yeah, it's right now, along with Bob's card, yeah.
Who's fighting on DAZN? Is that the Andrade?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Andrade. Get it right.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. DeAndrade. I forgot.
Fucking ridiculous name. I hope he loses. Then he'll go away.
I hope he loses.
Go to fightnetradio.com. Click and be involved. I'll say it again. All you have to do is hit our page. If you've never listened to our actual broadcast, click on the Learn More button, right? It'll take you over to Spotify, where you can sign up on any platform. If you guys have an iPhone, please try to use iTunes and sign up for the show that way. I can at least track that. I can't track Spotify and all the other 900 ways our show's broadcasted. I'd like to try to figure out our numbers someday. What is an iPhone? Thank you, Ruben. Very, very funny. You Android people kill me. So you can all go to Spotify and be happy over there. If you don't understand Spotify, you're an old fuck and go ask your kids. I think that does it. I think we're good, Andrew.
We are good. Yes, sir.
All right. We will see you guys. We'll record a brand new show on Sunday. We'll have a press conference, yada, 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 and all that stuff. Have fun on Saturday. Hope to see you on the group chat.